It's really dark in here. What?
No!
Okay, now we just sit here in the dark.
Now we
Yeah. Well, hang on, man. I'm gonna use a Nirvana clapper. Nobody knows we have a clapper system here.
It works.
It's a little delay.
It's a little delay.
Yeah.
I feel like this needs to be our new introduction.
Yeah. I feel like this next clapper is gonna be spot on. As soon as I clap, the light will come on.
Oh, Naruto!
What
We did it again.
We got 3 bits going on at once.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
We overloaded this week.
We did.
Listen, I bought a new toy, and I needed to show it off. This thing is the best. I mean, literally, it is the best money I've ever spent in my life.
Woo!
It's awesome.
It is.
And guess what? It also. When you get done with this.
Yeah.
I know we've segued, but it also walks.
It walks.
And if you put water in it, it sprays water, so people are using it as a dehumidifier.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love it. I haven't done that with it yet, but I'm excited.
They're using it to
You said
water
it's the best
plants.
$50 you've spent, right?
Ever
Best
in my life.
50 bucks you've
100%.
ever spent.
I've ever spent, yeah.
Yeah, when you were at Target, they said this is like the big toy of the
This
year.
is, yeah, it's like the big toy of the year. Like there's no, like the lady said that you can't even find them any. Like the fact that they had one.
You got
left.
super lucky.
Oh, I got super lucky.
Yeah.
Because I was about to find an old lady in line.
Josh looked on Target, found it, and said, Grant, I'm going on break. And Grant was like, it's super busy. And Josh said, you heard what I said.
You heard what I said,
Yeah.
and I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah, yeah. It's awesome. Love
Yeah.
it. If you can get one, I highly recommend it. If you're a Godzilla fan,
That's-
I recommend it. I know we're kind of off topic right
That's
now.
our special
Yeah.
guest, is Godzilla.
Special guest.
Special guest, Godzilla.
Speaking of awesome things, this week is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
I do believe Comics Exchange is closed and Nirvana is closed, right?
Yes.
On
Yes,
Thanksgiving,
we are.
yes.
Thanksgiving.
We're still figuring out what we're doing on Black Friday on our end. But I know Nirvana, speaking of awesome, you guys have some great deals coming up for Black Friday.
Get that right there. I meant to grab that.
We don't need to see this paper. We know it, but we're going to grab the
Yeah,
paper
you know,
anyway.
so
the fees
I mean,
so people
I mean,
see.
we just have a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, it's just
it's
massive,
crazy.
insanity.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
So, just blind slabs again, guys. I'm just going to show y'all right now the big books that we're going to have. Infamous Iron Man #1, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, Amazing Spider-Man. What's the number?
301.
301, and the Mac Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about
The
guys,
Mac Daddy.
The Mac. I mean, this is the most insane thing
Yeah.
I think we've ever done here in the
It's
Comic
quite.
Con.
Some people say insane in the membrane.
Insane to the man. Yeah.
Yeah.
First Batgirl.
First Batgirl.
First Batgirl. You could get the first Batgirl for $50.
$50.
It's insane.
Insanity,
Yeah.
$50.
guys. Like this, it's just that alone.
I think it's super cool. When I heard it was like blind slabs, I thought they were going to be like Braille on them.
Yeah.
But no, this is going
No,
to
this
be.
yeah.
You're gonna pay $50. You're gonna get one of these, and inside is gonna be a $50 slab. Now, what happens if people aren't digging the slab they pull?
If
Like
they're
you
not
guys are
doing
doing
so
something
we're
cool
going
this
we're
year.
doing it's going to be called Second Chance.
Yep.
So basically, what you do is you can, if you don't like the slab that you get, turn it in. You get your name entered for a raffle for another prize.
Yep.
Is basically what's going to come down. So you're going to win either way.
Yeah.
And some other things we got 25% off. Now I don't think we've ever done this. I know we've had it on the minor keys, but we're doing 25% off minor and major keys. Both walls, 25%
That's
off.
awesome.
Wow.
We're gonna have our variant bundles. $5 graphic novels are coming back, guys. We have boatloads of books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and speaking of boatloads, like you guys are well stocked again for on your graphic novels.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We just
Like
Grant, bless his heart, he was just in. He's been here for 2 days, and it was like a tornado went through here. He was throwing, slinging books, getting new books out. Insane. Buy 4 get 1 free. Dollar books. Buy 2 get 1 free on back issues, graphic novels.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, it's going to be huge. Like I I don't want to compare it to like a free comic book day thing big, but some of these sales we didn't even
Some
have
of
on
them,
free comic book.
Yeah. What time are you guys opening on Friday?
9 o'clock. We're gonna be 9 to 7. So guys, get here early. You know, we're gonna be here early. If y'all want to come get in line, be here and start the celebration early. You know,
it'd probably be smart to be in the line early.
Yeah.
I would say so,
or
sure.
if you got family in town, you're tired of hearing the yapper, and just come stand in line, come hang out with us.
Come hang out. Come hang out.
It's gonna be bonkers. You got some good blind slabs last year, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or for free comic
For
day.
free comic book day, I got the Death of Jane Foster art germ signed 9.8.
Yeah.
And then a Spider Woman that I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
Yeah,
But yeah, I got some good ones on free comic book day.
Yeah, it's gonna be special.
I mean, for $50, like, you can't beat it.
No.
You know?
You know, support local business anyway.
Yeah, support local business. What's Comics Exchange
Well,
doing?
we're still percolating on it.
Okay.
Bill takes his time.
I got you. He's got to make sure he's not outdone, you know?
Yeah, I think we're going to do something. We're going to figure it out, like, because we don't want to just do the normal sale. We want to do something special like you guys are doing.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to announce something tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah, and whenever their sales are announced, that'll also be posted in the group.
Yeah,
So,
we'll do that too.
Yeah, we'll be posting so whether you're going to Nirvana or Comics Exchange, there will be deals. Make sure you go to both, actually.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you go to both and support local business.
Definitely support local businesses. We're super blessed to have as many comic shops in the area that we do have. Unfortunately, we did lose a few this year. RIP to those. But definitely support your store so we don't have to. Both stores are in good.
Yeah,
we're safe, but you know it's still good to support your local.
Absolutely.
What are we here for today?
All right, boys.
Man, I don't know. We have so much going on.
We have so much going on. Our minds are just, honestly, I'm just thinking about Godzilla and how much I
was
want
dizzy
that.
earlier.
He was.
Ryan had vertigo.
I don't know. And not the YouTube song. It didn't get stuck on my phone.
Yeah,
Remember when people turned on YouTube because they gave you free music?
Yeah.
I always thought that was so
iTunes,
weird.
right?
Yeah, iTunes goes, hey everybody, here's a free YouTube album, and people were like, how fucking dare you?
That pissed me
free
off.
music.
Like, I remember, like, when that happened, I, like, opened up my phone and I was like, get this shit out of here.
Poor YouTube. Poor
Man, oh man. But
Bono
guys,
and the Edge.
but besides all this craziness, we also got all this craziness.
All this craziness. So, all right, guys. So, obviously, there was a lot of good books this week. What do we want to start with, boys?
Oh my god. Looking at this thing here, I forgot to read one of the comics.
Oh, sweet. Which one did you forget to read?
That's a great question.
So I guess we should probably start with that one.
Start with that one, and you all discuss, and I'll sit here being interested.
Okay.
Yeah, I am so sorry. I thought we were doing monsters.
We are doing monsters.
Naruto and Rocketfellers.
We are doing those.
Plus the question.
Plus the question.
Dang it. Well, I'll go grab a copy of Monsters. So
We got
it. It's right here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
behind. It's behind.
We already came prepared.
It's behind.
Okay.
It's behind, as you would say, Naruto.
I'm gonna grab the books for next week.
Okay.
And bring them out here
Well,
while you guys talk about the question.
Okay. All right. So the question, Mac.
The question.
We'll let
Okay.
you start. What do you think?
So here's the thing. This book is definitely an issue 1. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, it's an issue 1. So basically, obviously, there's a new Justice League, it's a Watchtower. It's their base. There's a new Justice League base, and the question is still Renee Montoya. So she has basically been appointed to be the head of security for the new Justice League Watchtower. And essentially, the book kind of starts off with her getting with Batman basically telling her, like, hey, we have this job for you, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I'm not going to listen to you. And she's like, and Batman's like, yeah, you won't listen to me, but you'll listen to him, and points to Superman.
Yeah.
Like, and of course, when Superman shows up, Renee Montoya is like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I just thought that was kind of funny. So yeah, she basically she's the head of the security team at the new Watchtower, which is her, Blue Beetle, and
Wasn't it both Blue Beetles?
yeah. It was
both, yeah.
it was both of the Blue Beetles. So Carlos would be happy.
Yeah. For me, so what I'm really excited about for this one, I haven't really read any of the question, if I'm being honest. And
Same.
so I tried this one out because I'm really excited about what's coming out next week, Justice League Unlimited. And I was curious to see if it was going to read kind of like how the TV show is. And it does. Like
It really does.
It really does. Like it has those vibes to it where you feel like you're watching Justice League Unlimited. Now it's that's in my opinion, but that's how it felt to me. The story's very intriguing. I'm going to keep reading it. I'm really interested to see where it's going to go. Leaves off on a pretty big cliffhanger.
Is it an ongoing or is it?
It's an ongoing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's ongoing. Part of the All In. But like I said, it's connecting to Justice League Unlimited. They're in the Watchtower. Everything's going on.
And there's obviously some stuff going afoot.
Yes.
Oh, there's stuff afoot.
There's stuff afoot.
And a couple toes in there.
And a
But
couple toes and a butt, and
Okay.
you just went too far with the butt.
He thinks the question is sex.
Oh well.
I mean, Renee,
Montoya, yeah.
Montoya. My name's Pablo Montoya.
My name is something.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Yeah,
you killed my
you
father.
killed my
Prepare to
father.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, number one, I didn't need your life story, okay? If you're going to kill me, just kill me.
Yeah, if you're gonna kill me, just kill me.
But for me, I'm actually going to give this one a 4. Like I said, just because I haven't read a lot of question, I'm new to the question. But if you're interested and you want to know more about it, I highly recommend it.
I think this is gonna be a good issue for like me and Josh, people who haven't really read a lot of the question and kind of want to get into that character. I think it's a good starting on point. Also, like, it is pretty good. It kind of gives you a decent little backstory there.
Yeah.
You definitely understand who the question is.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna give it. Josh, you said you gave it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I was okay with it. It was cool. I'll probably check out issue 2. Yeah.
And
It's a good lead into Justice League Unlimited.
I give it an incomplete.
Ryan gives it a.
Incomplete.
Ryan
Yeah.
gives
Well,
it.
Ryan,
I failed my
you get to
homework
pick the next
assignment.
book.
Yes,
One
okay.
preferably you read.
What I have read, yes, the Rocketfellers.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the first Ghost Machine book that isn't written by Jeff Johns,
Yes.
which is
Correct.
crazy with how many books they're putting out right now.
I can't even name all of them, to be honest.
This is Peter Tomasi,
Yes.
great writer. And this looks like it's a family of time travelers that have fled to the year 2024. They're kind of like being chased by some shrouded in mystery group. And out of all the Ghost Machine books so far, this is a more where it doesn't have as serious a tone.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more tongue in cheek. They're like the kid makes like a tidal wave
Yes.
device.
Yeah.
They're just having fun.
Yeah.
It does start off a little dark with one of the family members sacrificing themselves. But I thought it was a delightful first issue. It did a good job of introducing everybody.
Yeah. For me, it's a very. I'm loving all the Ghost Machine stuff. First.
Same.
But it's very refreshing to read one that's not doom and gloom.
Yes. This
Like, it reminded me a lot of Lost in Space.
It really has that feel.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's you got family just trying to survive the best way they know how.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It has very Lost in Space vibes.
Yeah, they say this is their family odyssey of universe, and this universe are books that are heart, heroics, and humor.
Yeah,
And I feel like they nailed
Yeah.
They
every
did.
one of
They
those.
did.
Yeah.
This book was great. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know what to think of it. Like it was one of those when they announced it, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I did think one of the lines of dialogue is someone calls them the Rocketfellers, and he goes, "No, there's a T, like we're the Rockets."
Otherwise, he'd be
Fellers.
super rich.
And he said, yeah. And the son literally says it's the difference of doing stuff and not doing stuff.
Yeah. The one letter.
Yeah, the one letter.
Like, so I thought that was a really funny nod.
And Peter Tomasi wrote the old books for Super Sons, right?
Yeah, I believe so. He also wrote some detective comics too, I think.
He is such a good ear for kids.
He does.
Yeah.
If you're in the chat, let us know what else he wrote, if you know off the dome, because a little blanking on it.
Yeah, but overall, it's a good book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like if you, again, a lot of the other Ghost Machine books are very doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Very much so. This, I'm gonna have to say, like, this is like one of the best ones. Sorry, Josh, I just kicked you in the shin.
They're playing footsie under the table.
Well, he's kicking me. I'm not kicking him. He would have flew out of the chair by now.
Popcorn boys don't like
Popcorn
footsie.
boys don't play games.
Yeah. Except unless video games.
Unless it's video games.
I'll start the reviewing, the rating. I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5 Caleb's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay.
Out of 5 Caleb's. I had a really good time with this because it was so different than all the other Ghost Machine books. I really I sat down and I really there was a lot of things that just really brought a smile to my face when I read it. Like, oh, this is that family, there's a lot of that family drama, you know? It's like, this is the family drama I want, you know?
Yeah.
I'm also going to give it a 4. I felt, like I said, it was refreshing. Man, after reading Hyde Street, you need something.
Hyde Street is
you need a palate
fucked.
cleanser a little bit if
yeah.
you're reading the Ghost Machine.
Yeah.
Hyde Street's fucked.
But I mean, it's really good. It's refreshing. It's new. And like I said, you can feel the heart and just the fun in this comic.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun, and the art too is really good. I thought the art really did a lot for the story.
Yeah, it pops.
Pops. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, it's good.
So yeah, Rocketfellers, definitely check it out. I'm super pumped for issue 2 when that comes out in like a month or 2.
Yeah, they've been really good at staying on track. What's the next book?
Let's do, because it's up here, let's do TMNT X Naruto.
And since I cannot say that word, every time I say it, I will.
Naruto.
Yep, I will do that.
There we go.
So we're doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus
Naruto.
Okay. You kick this off.
So yeah, go ahead. Josh.
Oh, I'm kicking it off.
Yeah.
So for me, when I first, I am a big TMNT guy. I'm loving the new stuff. I like the IDW stuff.
Yeah.
This one though, not too big of a fan.
Same.
So I like Naruto.
Yeah.
And I like TMNT.
I also like
them.
Naruto.
But something about it when they brought it together just feels too much.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I do like about the book, I do like the art. I like the art.
Oh, the art is
the
banging.
art is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like all the covers are great. Everything about the art. If I could, I'm gonna give the art 5 Caleb's.
Oh yeah, the art is awesome.
And that's kind of what what intrigued me to pick it up because I saw the A cover, and we're sold out of it.
And here's the good thing. We're sold out of the A cover, right?
Yeah.
I think we have a few still left at Comic Exchange if you want that A cover. But what I like about the Nirvana exclusive cover is doesn't have that new awful IDW logo.
No, it doesn't.
No,
this is the exclusive by our buddy Jason Flowers.
Yep.
So if you want to check this book out and you also want to support a great artist and a friend, definitely pick this cover up. It is yours for $20.
Yeah.
So $20, I mean, you really can't beat that. And
like
Jason knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, like I said, the art is phenomenal, and I do as a collector.
And it doesn't have the IDW logo.
And this doesn't have the weird IDW.
So
logo.
as a collector, I do collect covers that just look cool.
I thought you were saying humans.
I
You
collect, I
humans.
collect
But you collect covers that look cool.
Yeah, like cool to me, like that.
Yeah.
That are cool to me. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
everybody tries to go for the keys and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but honestly, that's one reason I picked it up. Like I enjoy Naruto, I enjoy TMNT. The cover looked dope, and I was like, I'm picking it
Yeah,
up.
cover
You are
look
definitely
dope.
a variant because you've got a lot of the Godzilla covers.
Yeah, I got all the
Mhm.
Godzilla covers.
Even books you weren't reading.
Even books I wasn't reading. I
Yeah,
got,
yeah.
for like for instance like the Avengers and Scarlet Witch, like those Avengers like
Yeah,
Godzilla
yeah.
covers that came out. Like I get them. I mean, just because it's you
Yeah.
know, I'm as a collector, like I'll see art that I enjoy and that I like looking at.
The writing in this was not good.
No.
I thought like it was maybe it'd be better in the next issue, but I felt like this issue, all the writing was just to do exposition to explain why
Naruto.
and the turtles were together.
Yeah.
It
And
was-
also
it was
felt like
very forced.
when the book started, like I missed something.
Yeah.
It felt like it was starting in the middle of the pilot,
Yeah,
where they're already his group is already with
Yeah.
April O'Neil.
yeah.
And
It was
then
like,
the
how'd they
turtles
get
show
here?
up.
Maybe I mean maybe it'll go into the second issue.
I
would say.
hope.
But for me also, I think I'm just with TMNT. I'm not fatigued, but I'm fatigued with the crossovers. Like
Okay.
they just did He-Man. They just did which other ones did they do? The Naruto.
Didn't they do Power Rangers?
They did a Power Rangers.
Yep.
And
They did Batman back in the day. That was
Yeah.
dope.
But IDW is just like they're trying to because they let the G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Yeah.
IDW
License
is hanging
Yeah.
on for dear life.
yeah,
Let's
and
put it-
I respect them for
Yeah.
just trying new things
Yeah.
going out there. And like I said, like whoever did the art for cover A, man, blew it out of the park.
I thought like for me like this book I agree with everything they're saying. Yeah, the art is definitely the best part about it. The dialogue and the actual like story is pretty forced in my opinion.
Really forced.
Yeah, really forced. The action though, I thought it had good action.
Yeah, the action.
The action was good.
Because that was where we did have dialogue. And we just had the good.
Yeah,
art.
we just had the
art.
good,
Yeah.
the good art, you know. So like for this one, like the art is literally the best thing about it.
Yeah.
And like we were saying, if you're like a cover person, like this exclusive
Yeah.
is
I
phenomenal.
I would say I'm going to be interested to see the drop off on people that bought the first issue
Yeah.
to this issue.
Yeah.
Because I know
Yeah.
this issue probably tugged a lot of nostalgia for people that are big fans of
Naruto.
like 20 years ago. So
Yeah.
when it started, but I'm just kind of wondering who's going to stick with it because of this nostalgia.
I
Or
think
maybe
a
the art,
lot
yeah.
of it. I
I think
think
it's
a
gonna
lot of
drop.
it's gonna. I mean, there's always some sort of drop off.
Yeah.
For most books.
I think this is going to be big.
I think, you know, I do think though that I was looking at some of the other covers for the upcoming issues, and I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a cover guy, like, there are some covers of this book that look really dope. So,
And the thing
Josh,
is, yeah, if you may still like it, and this is just
Yeah.
our opinions.
Yeah.
And if
Just
you do
our
like
opinion.
it, we definitely aren't trying to yuck your yum.
no,
No,
absolutely
no.
not, absolutely not.
You-
Couldn't be
people
further
like
from the truth.
what they like, and I know there's people out there that are going to dig this book, but it just obviously I come through it where I don't think I'm the target audience
Yeah.
because I can't even pronounce.
Naruto.
But I'd say I would give this 2 Fox Demon Tails
Okay.
Tail
good
Caleb's out of 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2.5. Fox Demon Tales. Yeah, the art's cool, but that's really kind of the only saving grace for me was the art.
Yeah.
This made it enjoyable, you know.
Yeah, I'm 2 for me also. It, like I said, it was really hard for me just to read it and get through. Like I
Yeah.
said, it wasn't my like the nostalgia part of it got me.
It didn't
I was
make
like,
sense.
I'm getting it,
That's the
and
thing.
then I started reading, and I was like,
Nope.
no, this
Yeah.
ain't it, bro.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
I do give my pronunciation skills
Naruto.
of that 5 out of 5.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
okay.
Yeah.
But it's I was so worried it was going to be another arc-bound situation.
Yeah, that's
Where I was
right.
going to come here on YouTube going, this is the greatest book ever made. You're a fucking idiot if you hate it. All right, what's our last book?
We're
right?
going R-rated today, guys. We're cussing like a bunch of sailors
are, well,
out here.
because
I'm
we're
prepared.
on a-
I'm prepared for the family at Thanksgiving. That's what.
Yeah,
I'm doing.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
cussing like a bunch of sailors, so
Yeah.
we're sorry. Usually we don't cuss this much,
So-
but today we chose violence.
In this book, the first issue is still selling like gangbusters.
God, man.
Good
like,
God.
I mean, I think they're going, like, the first issue go for like $20.
Yeah,
Like,
the,
not even.
the,
Like,
even
it's
the A
more.
cover, yeah,
It's more.
yeah.
It's more.
Insanity. I mean, even, I think the second printing cover also.
Yeah, second printing is sold
Insanity.
out.
Guys, monsters.
Yeah.
Get it. Read
Get
it.
it.
It is,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Mark Spears, if you're watching this, Lord, I know,
We love you.
yeah,
Yeah.
just please let this be ongoing.
Yeah.
Like, just somehow, I don't care. I'll write the email for you. Please let this keep
Well,
going.
he's working on a prequel series.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
I
I don't know if you
streamed
saw
it.
that. It's
yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there that it's
Oh,
coming
really?
soon. Yeah,
Okay.
he announced a couple weeks ago.
Is he
that
going to do
he's-
it on top of the?
Yes.
Really? Is it going to be like bi-monthly like this one, and just once a month we're going to get a monster book?
I'm not sure. Mark, if you're
Okay.
watching, like, correct us on that. I don't
Yeah.
know what your plans are specifically as far as like release goes.
What I liked about Mark is he was here at Nirvana like about a month ago,
He
right?
was, yep.
Yeah.
I didn't get much interaction with him because Grant makes me stay in the back. He
Yeah.
doesn't let me come out.
Well, you're celebrity.
It's horrible.
When you come in here, it's just-
we have to protect you, Ryan.
Jazz shakes a stick at me. and I go, "Arr, arr," and
Back
I
off,
go
Shipley. We can't dare to lose you, Shipley.
The little bit that I got to talk to him, he seems like a good dude.
Yeah.
Which is great too because we have had we talked about it the other day, encounters with artists that we like
Yeah.
that turn out to just be assholes in real life.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a couple.
Spears is good and you kind of want him to succeed.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
no.
awesome that this book is succeeding. And it's a little known company. This is the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
book I know of this company.
Yeah.
This book.
They've
And
done a
it's-
lot of like kids books actually.
Okay.
and it's blowing up.
It's blowing up.
And it's, I
Blowing the
mean,
hell
it,
up.
it is so
And
good.
every major publisher that he shopped it around to is literally like, well, shooting themselves in the foot
Yeah.
right now. They're like pissing themselves. They're like, crap, we lost out.
But it's like every cover's beautiful.
Yeah.
The story.
Have you seen the ones for issue 3?
Man,
No.
my guy. Like
It's
I
so
have
good.
been pulling every cover that I can possibly. My finger will click on.
Really?
Same.
Okay.
Like I'm not. Like I'm
Yeah.
literally like my bank account hates me.
Yeah. Well, thank God the second issue did not have as many variants as
That's
the
true,
first.
but they're gone.
But they're
They're
gone.
gone,
I think
they're
you guys
gone.
have one of the $25 variants left on the.
I mean, the thing is, it wasn't. No,
No,
it
I
wasn't
think
even a
I bought
ratio.
it.
It wasn't even a ratio. The only one we have left, besides the cover A, we have
Yeah.
another variant that's not a ratio, but the variants are going for $20.
Uh-huh.
And I think Comic Exchange. I think we're down to 2 A's left.
Yeah, like they're like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Let me see if I can see over there. I mean, we got a couple over there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The A's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
the A's.
couple.
I
Yeah.
mean, man, the guys they're flying out.
Yeah,
If
Mark is just a great dude.
you,
Great
yeah,
dude.
if you don't have it in your pull list, I highly recommend it. For me, I'm giving it a 5. Again, I know I
Yep.
gave the first one a 5. I cannot recommend this book enough. It caught me off guard too, just
Yeah.
because how small the company is.
Because essentially, like issue 2. Sorry to cut you off. Essentially, issue 2 is
Don't
literally
cut the
like
Popcorn Boy stuff.
is yeah.
Especially do not cut us off of popcorn.
For
Yeah,
those of you watching, they haven't
Things will pop off.
granted me the
You're not a popcorn
I'm
boy.
not
yet.
He's not a
Popcorn
popcorn
boy.
boy yet.
But go what you were saying.
But what I was saying is like, so issue 1 was a really good setup. This
Yep.
one is really Dracula trying to make his army.
Yeah.
He's going
Yeah.
around taking different monsters, creating his army, and the Slayers out there trying to thwart his plans.
Yeah.
And it is dope.
And what's
Yeah.
what's insane about it is I hope down the road when this gets in graphic novel form and it gets, or not even before that, I'm hoping it gets put into a show.
Oh, it'd be
Or a
so
movie.
good.
It sets
or
itself up
something.
well for like a show.
It does,
Mhm.
like, and it is. Oh, it's so good. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot rave enough about this book.
Yep.
Um.
My only issue with the book, I have just one slight issue. I hate that it's bi-monthly
Yeah.
That's
because
fair.
my fear is like with as many stories as they have going on right
Yeah.
now, it's going to be hard to keep track of it once everything is starting to
Yeah.
roll. I think this is maybe going to read better once it's collected.
Yeah.
But I am going to collect it bi-monthly as the issues
Oh,
come out
100%.
because like
100%.
the floppies are how you help an artist.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to read it bi-monthly, but
Yeah.
once it's finished and I can sit down and read.
Yeah.
Is it 9 issues?
God, I hope it's 900.
It's
That's what I'm hoping.
he's working on it.
Okay.
I asked him a few weeks ago. He said he was working on stuff.
But I think this is going to read amazing when
Mm-hmm.
it's collected. but I am giving it 5 spooky Caleb's out of 5.
Oh yeah, it's 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, Mark's a great dude.
And the black and white segments are
So
And
good.
I don't, like, I feel like I know that it feels like I'm kind of there. When you're watching,
Yeah,
it,
and
it's
like,
like-
I'm like, this
it's
is
like-
insane.
You can feel the music from the scenes. That's why
Literally.
I think it would work well as a TV show.
Literally.
And everything
Like, you- like-
looks painted.
Yeah, like
It
it's
is painted, right?
No, it's digital art.
Oh, really?
It's digital. It's
Okay.
all done
Wow.
digitally.
Okay.
like, but I am. I can't, like I said, I can't rave enough about it. I love
No.
it. 5s across the board for me.
Yeah, and it's one of those things you always like to see indie books succeed.
Yeah.
And this is probably as far as like the real independent books, not because you know G.I. Joe's that's Image, and I know it's independent, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Mhm.
But this is like the true independent indie story of the
And
year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Me personally, like I always try to. That's the first thing I look for when I like on my pull list on our app.
Yeah.
Comic Geeks. I'll go through and I'll look at all the indie stuff first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, does that look good? You know, what's the synopsis on this? Does that read well? Like,
Yeah.
and what I love about that too is like you find new writers, you find new artists, you find like all these, you know, you wouldn't have gave a second glance at,
Yeah.
you know, if it's not Marvel or DC or
Because we know indie creators in real life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we know
We
the
know Mark
struggle that
Spears.
goes into that with the fact that you're basically going all in every issue that you put out because you may not make enough money to move forward.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, all the money you are making is going into the
Into that
next
book.
issue.
That's it.
So to have like a success story like this in a medium that people are saying is dying, obviously
Yeah.
that's stupid, but it's just amazing that he's done as well as he has with this book.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. And,
Yeah.
and like
Sorry.
obviously, guys, like I mean, if you missed out on the first time Mark Spears was here, I have no doubt in my mind that we will have him back at some point.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that he will
Yeah.
come back because when he was here last, he said this was the biggest signing that he has done.
And when I snuck out of the dungeon that
Yeah, when
Brandon
they let
Grass
you- yeah.
keep me in,
Mm-hmm.
Caleb roared at me and I had to go
We
back.
keep you shackled in there
Yes.
for a reason, Ryan.
Yeah, but the line was unreal.
Yeah.
I think it started around 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the
'Cause I don't think
line,
he wasn't even here all day. Like he just was here for I think it was
like 3 or
3 or 4
4
hours, and I think he stayed later. I think
He stayed later.
He stayed later. He was just having
He
a
stayed later.
He just having a great time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he stayed later, and and it's it's just really a testament to like if you like support your independent creators, like
Yeah.
just support your independent creators, and there were people that came here that day that didn't even know he was gonna be here, and they were like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like that's crazy, I didn't
Yeah.
know he was gonna be here, like, which is crazy. I don't know how they missed
Good
that,
stuff.
but
You got a
I
really
mean, just
cool.
really good stuff.
I did. Yeah, I got a really cool magic. Oh no, that's not magic. That's somebody. Lady Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Remark, and,
And-
I mean it's dope.
And
Yeah.
he did a remark for me on the bride cover with like Frankenstein's hand like grabbing her.
And I didn't get anything, little tear. But next time I'm
Next
gonna
time.
get some.
Next time.
Speaking of next time,
Yeah,
so
5 out of
just
5.
so everybody knows, the stores will be open Wednesday. Comics Exchange, we're not going to be getting like our stuff from Marvel or Image, unfortunately, until Friday. Diamond is consolidating to one
Warehouse. or something
warehouse.
like that.
So unfortunately, ours are like, I know you all are going to have everything Marvel, Image, and DC. You'll probably be missing some of the indie stuff because
Yeah,
it
I
goes
don't
through
think,
Dynamite probably.
Yeah, I don't. I think Turtles. I don't think Turtles.
Okay.
Like so, it's only gonna be.
And those books will be
they'll be here
by Friday for sure.
Yeah.
But-
But we do have a special treat today, something we usually don't do, just because we don't have the books unpacked yet.
But Josh killed it yesterday.
Man, yeah,
And got
Mhm.
I went in there to look, and seriously, like typically, the weeks of holidays are kind of like bad weeks as far as comics goes. There's
Yeah.
not a lot still come out. It's banger after banger. In
Yeah.
there.
yeah,
Feral, Absolute Wonder Woman #2, The Next Detective,
yeah. Absolute Batman.
third printing.
Third
They
printing.
just announced the fourth too.
Fourth print. It's going to.
If
20.
you haven't got it by now, what is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
what is
Yeah.
wrong with
They
you?
said 400. I said, so on our podcast last week, we looked it up. It's sold 4 million copies right now. It's as far as like,
It's not 4
well,
million.
we would
it's
4 million.
No.
It's 4 million.
Is it?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
He triple checked his sources.
Yeah. It's
Don't
4.
you question the popcorn
Yeah.
boys?
Yeah. Why are you
I
questioning?
read 400,000. Maybe I just don't know my zeros.
You probably don't. But yeah, it's one of the biggest books of the year. I guess it would be the biggest book that we would know of. When we were looking it up, it did say, this is funny, a comic book called Dogman
Yeah, Dogman, yeah.
is sold better than Absolute Batman.
Well, Dogman's been out for a little bit longer.
yeah.
Too.
But it's obviously a phenomenon.
But
Yeah.
what's Dogman?
It's I guess a kid's thing.
It's a kid's book.
Hey, if you
yeah.
guys know, like, if you guys have Dogman and have read Dogman, let us know.
I don't want to know. Just keep that shit to yourself. But it's a
Let us
big
know.
week next week, bud.
Yeah, so...
Oh, and also Iron Man 2 is coming
Iron
out.
Man, this Wednesday's huge.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
literally, I busted my fanny back here.
You were doing it
yesterday,
all day.
like
He was
all
doing
day,
it.
and got everything unpacked, ready to go.
He was getting
And
it.
we just want to give y'all a little taste of what's coming out.
This is. I think we're going to do these 3 books for sure, and probably another one
Probably
that I'll
some
forget.
but-
So, we obviously, the books right now,
Now we have not read these yet,
we have not read
and
these.
they're not for sale until Wednesday.
So,
Yeah.
we have them, but they're not for sale. So, just let that be said. So, first up,
First off,
obviously...
you're wrong. You're right. It was 400,000 copies.
So, we're going to do...
I hate when he's right.
It makes me mad.
I'm right, I'm
kinda
right
just-
every once in a while,
Like I
guys.
shouldn't be
It
as
makes
angry.
me lose faith.
It does. I shouldn't be as angry and want to just decimate you. the way that I do.
Popcorn boys don't like being wrong.
We don't like being wrong.
No.
We like. You know what we need to do. I
What?
just thought about this.
Yeah.
The corn song, boy. It's
Oh,
corn.
it's corn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause you-
That kid was
Listen,
amazing.
if we could somehow, I know we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
If we could somehow get him to do our theme song,
Weird Al, if you're out there listening,
Yeah,
make us a
Weird
theme
Al.
song.
make us a theme song
But
for
anyway,
popcorn.
all right.
Anyway,
This is definitely.
This is
definitely-
what we're
This is the
doing. Sorry,
biggest.
dude.
Yeah.
this is probably the biggest Justice League Unlimited. So we were talking about the question earlier. That leads right into this book. This also has the preview for Hush Part 2, which
Yep.
is Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to think about that for a second. But yeah, so this is going to be, I would say this is the big ticket comic this week. This is the
Yeah.
one that everyone's going to be going after.
Mark Waid and Dan Mora.
Mark Waid and Dan Mora, can't
Yep.
go wrong, can't beat it. So next up, cheating, reading ahead.
I just want to say.
So, so next up we have West Coast Avengers. I'm really excited for this one too. This is by Jerry Duggan, who is also currently writing Falling in Love on the Path to Hell.
that
which
comes
is-
out this week too.
which also
Yep.
comes out, I think it's issue 5 or 6.
Yep.
That is one of my favorite books. So I'm super excited to see his take on West Coast Avengers. So that's the other one.
With Ultron on the team.
Yeah.
With Ultron on the
Nothing
team.
can go wrong with that.
Nothing
Nope.
can go wrong. And then we have another Ghost Machine book. This is Hornsby and Halo.
I'm super excited.
And this is
This-
in the same universe
Yeah.
as Rocketfellers.
This is in the same universe as Rockefeller, so this is going to be really fun. And then our 4th book, we're probably going to talk about Absolute Wonder Woman issue
Yeah.
2.
Yep.
We have to. So I would say our 4 books for next week are going to be Hornsby and Halo.
Well, let's just say 4 so far, because there's so many damn
Yeah,
good
so
books back
far.
there.
It's
just-
crazy.
we
West
might be here a
Coast.
while next
Yeah.
Sunday.
West Coast Avengers, and last but certainly not least, Justice League Unlimited. So yeah, and then we're obviously going to do Absolute Wonder Woman as well.
But
So yeah, if you guys have books that you want us to talk about next week, it is a stacked week, so I'm sure we're missing some. Please correct us. They love to be corrected, and they love it when I'm right and
Boys
they're
hate
wrong.
I've never wanted to hit somebody in the I'm always against physical violence, but
I'm the pacifist.
yeah, you're
Popcorn
making
boy.
it look
You're
really
the
good.
violent. But anyway, yeah. But we'll be back next Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be back.
I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Feel thankful and blessed. No matter your
No
situation.
matter your circumstances, be thankful to be alive, guys.
Like I say, I'm always grateful. I wake up looking down at the ground, set up at it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But
Yep.
just have a good Thanksgiving. We'll be here next Sunday.
Yeah,
We'll be here
let's
next
have Godzilla Kaiju us out of here. We'll
Move those books.
set him up and
We don't want Godzilla to ruin
let
our book.
Godzilla do
Oh,
his thing.
He
We
has
gotta
a
turn
switch
him
right
on.
here. Yeah.
Oh, it switches.
Oh yeah, it's off. Yeah. Man, I can't have it.
You can't have Godzilla on at all times.
Yeah,
this?
are you
God's-
crazy? The power he stole.
Yeah.
The power of Godzilla. There we go. He's doing it.
So good.
And this is the -0 Godzilla.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And what people? So what's crazy about this? It was a TikTok phenomenon. Probably still is. People are using it as a dehumidifier.
Yep.
You actually put
And they're
water
using
in the
it to
top
water the
and
plants.
water their plants. You stick water in it. It sprays out mist.
And screw with their animals.
Yeah, and screw with their animals. Yeah,
Yeah.
I took this out at the house, and the dog about lost his shit. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "This is the most bizarre." Like, yeah,
Dogs aren't scientists.
they're
They
not
don't-
scientists.
They
He-
don't know what's going
No,
on.
he just saw
Really?
something was in the house.
Great.
He was ready to kill it. That's all he knew.
I'm sure my cat would do the same thing.
We'll see you guys next week.
We will see you guys
Stay
next
classy,
week.
Knoxville.
Stay classy, Knoxville.
It's cool that he knows our catchphrase.
I don't know how. It's like somebody has a controller.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Stay classy, Knoxville.